How are you going to deliver all of this education that you're already set to work and share, and all of this business model purpose? Those are the stuff we covered. Step 1, 2, 3, and 4. Making sure you have a topical authority map put together, outlining your campus goals, picking or clarifying a business model. I talked about business tools, doing a little bit of an audit that's there and figuring out what you'll actually need to deliver it. The next part is step number 5. You got to build your campus. You need to have your training site where all of this comes together, where you actually build your business, that whole community, courses, campus, interactions. You've got to do it someplace. That's the part of the business that is housing all of that information that you have and delivering it. So that's step 5, building your training site or campus. These are the kind of things we're going to cover in this section right here, which is number 5. Let me put this one out, building your training site. Now there's a lot of different things in this section. These are all ones that we cover in the full course. But again, I'm going to go through these ones quickly so that you understand where they fit in and give you some examples of some of the stuff that actually gets covered here. So there's a whole decision you're going to have to make about, am I going to do this as a self-hosted platform? Is this something that I'm going to own the assets? Am I going to put it on my own website? Or, am I going to put it on a software as a service, which is number 2, a platform? When you're looking at self-hosted, it's not just, having a website. You have to look at where am I going to actually put, or which server I'm going to put it on, which service am I going to host it on? Am I going to use a cart or a membership software for it? Am I going to use WordPress or another platform? How am I going to take care of the software that manages a community if I need one? What about delivering the courses? There are a whole bunch of different plugins that are available. Am I going to have gamification where people can actually be engaged and interact for the courses so that they actually complete them? So there's a whole set of tools that you're going to need to support a self-hosted platform. On the other hand, we're going to take a look at software as a service, where these are actually provided as part of a paid service, but you're limited to only using the ones that are there. So which one do I use? Which is the one that's important or works best with all of the other steps that we've gone through? Also things like support. How are you going to support these people? There's a number of tools that do it in the software as a service. If you're self-hosting it, is it something we're going to do on our website, or is it another tool that hooks into our website? Communication tools. These are ones, again, Slack. If you have more than one person in your business, how are you going to interact with them? Calendly. So you want to make sure that people can book appointments. Zooms to have live or blended calls. You're going to have to get these all set up and get them working. It's not just a case of creating content. An education business involves all of these other different pieces. So those are some of the ones that we cover in detail in the full course. Your videos, where are they hosted? Are you going to use a tool like Vimeo? Are you going to just put them on YouTube? What happens if they get stolen? What happens if they don't? You're going to have to make some choices about, I'm building my training site. How am I going to deliver the actual video content? The same for audios. Are you doing a podcast? Is this something that's hosted or not hosted? So again, other questions for assets, they're all there. What about AI tools? Are you going to have to buy some of those? How do I use them? What's prompting? What kind of prompts do I need? Which ones do I pay for? Which ones I don't pay for? So there's a whole listing of tools that I recommend. And again, you have to learn how to use them, or at least hire or have someone that can use them. But you need to know about them so that they can help you create your great content. Marketing. Again, your marketing has to be built in to whatever system that you're doing. It can't be separate. If you're going to have an education business, you are going to be involved in the marketing. It's your business, and marketing it is a huge part of it. If you think it's just courses, you're absolutely wrong. You're not going to sell any courses and you're going to get frustrated. So having that marketing integrated into your business, your education business, is key. These are things when we're talking about doing stuff like lead pages and landing pages and building an email list and building in different launch strategies and webinars. All of these things have to go with building your training site, and they all need to be connected. CRM and automation. Again, how are we going to make sure that if someone does something like downloads or takes the map and uses this course, how are you going to introduce them to the rest of your business? How are you going to introduce them to the services you provide? How are you going to upsell and automate that particular process? branding and themes. Remember, with business, we still have to do some branding and talk about the marketing look and feel of your unique selling proposition and your big fat claim. What are all the things about colors and logos and all of that stuff? Still part of it. You're going to be able to put that together and have that as part of your public presence, that training site. Graphics, web copy. These are all things that happen in your business, and it's part of your campus. So you're going to either have to learn how to do a chunk of this by yourself, and I think you have to know about and be involved in it, but you got to figure out, what are the parts that I need? How much emphasis do I need to place on these based on what it is that I'm teaching, who I'm teaching it to, my business model, and more importantly, what my campus goals all are to support all this. So these are all pieces. Step number 5, you're going to go through this. It's not a question of here's my course. An education business has all of these things included with it. So don't be fooled, but don't be worried. You don't have to do these all right away, but you're going to have to pick and choose the little pieces that you have. And based on those business goals, am I doing a big project, super launch, get it all done, then launch? Am I doing a seed and grow? How am I going to put this all together? That is determining what the tools need and when you need them and how many of you need them. So what have we done so far? We've gone and we've talked about, let's do a quick recap here. We're looking at research topical authority map. Number 1, outlining campus goals. Number 3, clarifying the business models. Number 4, doing an audit of your business tools to see where you're at. Number 5 is building out that training campus, that way to deliver your content, your courses, your videos, your marketing, your support, all of the interactions that you have, that public facing part of your business. That was number 5, building your training site and your campus. What's next? We're going to take a look at the content part and the courses and the marketing of those courses. The part that's kind of scary for most people is that they think it's only about the course. It's much more than a course. And out of 10 spots, we're at 5 already, and we haven't even created a course. So get ready. We'll get to number 6. We'll get that course content put together and your course checklist and all the tools that are either available to you or ones that you can use to start growing and building your actual education business. This is James speaking. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. And again, if you have any questions, put them below. Comment, love to help you out, and visit trainingsites.io and join if you want the full course of this, and more importantly, all the additional resources that go with it. Take care. Expect the best.